Hello and welcome to the Mr. Jones Show. Today I'm talking about tattoo machines. The machines that I currently use, which I feel like I might have done something recently touching on these, but for a while I have been using rotary machines now, and specifically I use the Bishop wand. And the reason why I use these machines, I feel like I touched on this in another video, is I feel like you can be more sanitary with them. And what I mean by that is, this is the machine, right? This is the actual tattoo machine with the motor. This is the battery that goes on top. And then this is the grip that you hold when you do the tattoo. So during the tattoo process, this gets wrapped and taped off so you can still function the machine without touching the buttons. And the grip that it comes with is heavy and it's metal. And technically you can reuse it, but I use their disposable ones. In the tattoo world, they shouldn't seem expensive, but I guess you could say that they are kind of pricey because you throw them away. But I don't do a lot of small sessions, so it doesn't matter to me. But the machine's super heavy with the metal grip. That's also why I like the disposable ones. So the reason why I say this machine is more sanitary is this is the new one. This is the one where the battery clicks on top. The old machines didn't have this adapter. They just came like this with an RCA thing, and this went here. So they're a little different. But one question I had before buying this new machine that I had to get a little creative about to figure out was, does the new style come apart like the old one? And the question is yes. So inside the tattoo machine, there's a rotary motor and it spins around, and there's a cam and a shaft. See, it like spins here, and then it pushes this rod up and down, and that's what presses the back of the needle to go in and out of the skin. Well, you can take this apart and you can clean this rod and ball, and you can put a high-level disinfectant right through this little tiny hole, and you can clean the heck out of it. There's other machines that don't come apart. So, you have that machine for years and there's no way to get inside there and clean it out. And let me tell you, when I do a 7, 8, 9 hour tattoo session, there's stuff on this, and I'm meticulous with the cartridges that I use to not touch them and fumble them around. I actually have them neatly stacked. So that's why I like this machine. And I guess this isn't just tattoo education. This is client stuff. Like, not that you're going to walk in a tattoo shop and be like, oh, do you use machines that can be clean? You might look like a weirdo, but that's why I use these. And what's funny is, before I purchased this machine, I had the old generation. I emailed a few people or DM'd them through Instagram. I just looked up hashtag Bishop Wand, and I was looking at who was using it, and I was like, does the machine come apart? And some people responded and said, I don't know. So I was calling shops in like freaking Illinois and Texas, random places, and I'm like, hey guys, like, can you answer a quick question? I want to order a machine right now. And they're like, someone's in the middle of tattooing. I'm like, they don't know if the machine comes apart. Like, how did you buy it, and how are you not curious? And then the other thing is, like, how do you not take the time to take it apart and clean it? So yeah, this is actually the first Bishop wand that I bought. And you might wonder, well, why is it still packaged? Because the motor broke out of the housing. Basically, the machine broke, and it was making funny noises, and I kept tattooing with it, and then eventually it just crapped out on me. And I sent it in, and they rebuilt it, and they got a little date thing here. And what's funny is, the machine broke, and I had this one overnight. I had them overnight ship it to me. And like I said earlier, the old one had this RCA style battery. I don't even know what you would call this. It's a little shorter. I guess it's a little bit lighter, maybe not. Yeah, it probably is. But this one broke after a year or so. I don't freaking know, 6 months. And then this one broke after like, I don't know, I've only had it for like a few months. I do long tattoo sessions, but this thing should have lasted longer. The motor just comes out of the housing, and I'm going to continue to use them unless I find a machine that I can take apart and clean and I like as much. But as for now, this is what a lot of the badass black and gray tattooers are using. It's a 3.5 millimeter stroke, and it's the shader. I have their liner too. But yeah, so the point of this video was to share what machine I use, to share why I use it, and then I guess for clients to kind of have an understanding of like being sanitary. I have people come in sometimes, actually they don't even do this anymore, but people used to ask me, they're like, do you use new needles? I'm like, I don't know who the hell wouldn't. Like, the needles are cheap enough and they're all disposable, but there's so many other things to being sanitary besides using a new needle. And one of them is cleaning your machine. You know, the other is wrapping your bed and keeping your client in control so that they're not getting their arm tattooed and then reaching over and doing this and then touching everything in your studio. And I have people that still do that. And if you're watching this, I love you, but stop touching your tattoo. I have people in the middle of a tattoo process, they're like, oh, like, are you almost done with this spot? And I'm like, don't touch your arm. They're like, no, I didn't touch the tattoo. I'm like, this whole area is contaminated. Like, just keep that hand over there, keep playing with your phone, keep drinking your drink, stay out of here. So yeah, what do we got? 6-minute video about tattoo machines. If you have any questions about machines or equipment, feel free to DM me. If you have any questions about the whole sanitary part of it, feel free to message me if you're a tattoo artist or a client. And I hope this video helped, and I'm signing off. Peace.